Uncut Live Productions with your boy, Kenneth Clark. Today's guest is courtesy of Lady C.
And go! Like, I just wanted to do that. I don't even know how to use this one yet. I think you're supposed to put it down and sound cut.
Are we ready?
And
Go.
Yours truly. Y'all know who it is. It's your boy from Uncut Live Productions. Y'all know the motto of Uncut Live Productions, where we keep it 100 on 1,000.
1,000.
Where we talk about everything from mind, body, soul, spirit, faith, politics, community, you name it. We keep it 100 on 1,000. We will not be paused, edited, or muted. What you see here, the cards lay on the table, and it is what it is. So, because Uncut Live Productions is always talking about topics that's out of the box, topics that most folks don't want to talk about, we stood up to the challenge, and we're going to talk about today, what's the issue of why some women,
I like how you said the
some
Hey, he ain't want to dig it
Emphasis
deep.
on
on
don't want to submit. They got a problem with submission.
Mm.
But first, before we go into anything further, we have some of the fabulous co-hosts there is on Uncut Live. It ain't no show because we got the boss behind the scenes and in the front of the scenes. So without further ado, let the boss talk, introduce himself.
This is Hi Hannibal. Hannibal the boss from the shop, powered by the listeners. 420, baby. I am in the building, man. Shout out to Kenneth Clark, Uncut Live. We ready to get it in. Stay tuned every Saturday morning, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. And we going to keep it 100 on 1,000. That's me.
Well, you know it's your boy Ramsey Brown. That's right. Always here, host. We doing our thing, you know. Half of bars on air. Shout out to my brother AJ Throwback.
Yeah, shout out to AJ.
Always in the building. I ain't gonna go down the list. We gonna start. We gonna hit you with something. You gonna see it afterwards. But yeah, I'm gonna keep it there so we can get into this topic. What we do have here though.
I want y'all to see something. We're gonna have the women's perspective today.
Oh,
that's gonna be able to throw some dash into the bunch. So we have a special. I mean, special of all specials. You know, it's just out there.
So number one fan.
This is number one fan out here. You know what I'm saying?
Hope I can get away with that.
Woo!
Oh no, now a lot of people say they're the number one fan now.
Lacey's in the building! Make some noise!
I'm in here, y'all. I'm out here. I'm real sober too, so y'all about to get the live
She
uncut.
real sober, Lord.
I wish I'd have known Mr. 420 was over here because I would have been like, as soon as I came in the
I
door,
got some drops.
what's good?
I got some drops.
You do?
Yeah.
I'm gonna need some of those.
All right.
But yeah, they want me to be very raw and uncut, so I thought it would be great to just come in like this.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, this is gonna be awesome, and I don't say anything offensive and make everybody hate me. It's like,
It's so offensive. Hey, I'm trying to. Hey, if I ain't assault you today, I'm gonna assault you tomorrow.
Oh man.
damn,
It's coming.
Hey,
that's terrible, right?
That's what it is. No,
You
it's
have
real.
intent to insult.
The truth will be televised.
That's what I'm talking about. Listen,
Hey, well, if the truth hurts, then
that's my point. Hey,
if the shoe fit, wear it.
So the growth.
If it ain't no pain, then there's no gain, right?
there you
That's
go.
it.
Hey,
Don't
look,
make me hit a lady sequel.
please do.
I
That's
I know
Oh,
that
that's
the
we
truth
waiting
hurts.
for.
Okay, we out here,
nigga.
y'all.
Hey, okay.
It's lit today. I'm trying to tell y'all, it's
Oh.
lit.
Yeah.
Lady
It's
C is in the
definitely lit.
building.
I'm
New
into
vibes,
this.
vibrations, energy, synergy. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Yes, indeed.
And my brother, trust me, he is ecstatic. That's why
Yes, indeed.
he's literally
on 1,000.
100 on
He
1,000.
passed 100.
Oh my goodness, y'all are funny. Yeah, well, I'm enjoying this setup so far. These guys are very welcoming, to say the least. They are so comforting, and it's really making me feel like I'm at home. Matter of fact, they told me I was at home.
Indeed.
Matter of fact, like
Indeed.
literally, they actually saying that shit. So I'm pulling up my seat at the table, y'all, right here.
All right, welcome,
Okay, let me
welcome.
get comfortable. Give
Welcome.
me a little leg cross.
Welcome,
Give me a little
welcome.
position.
she get the plate. The crumbs for the bums.
I know that's right. I want the pie. I just eat out the pie.
I know that's right.
Hey,
Stand up.
hey,
That means she's a
hey,
chef.
Yeah.
Well,
She cooks, y'all.
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
But only because I have to. I need a man that can cook.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, 'cause I don't really like doing it,
She's
but I
dropping
do
it.
it.
She's
I
dropping
do
it.
like doing it sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I actually want to cook. You know, like.
Yeah, like the shrimp and all that.
And
Okay.
if it's somebody that like enjoys eating, like, oh my god,
Okay.
like that'll make you want to cook. But
Mm.
like my kids, they just picky, so that shit make you want to just be like, look, so you want this and then you want that, and I gotta make 3 meals. I don't feel like doing that shit again today. So, but definitely they are, very, very picky, and it does discourage you from wanting to try new things. But if I could just like cook anything and just like make up
Right.
stuff and do whatever you have a taste for type of thing, then that would be way more enjoyable.
Yeah.
So yeah, when I have somebody else to cook for, then
Oh,
that's
you can
nice.
cook food. You got 4 people.
Oh,
You see that?
I
But
know
it's
that's
only
right.
one
Y'all
thing
look
to-
like y'all
to-
want
to
some
be-
food too.
to
I'm
be
gonna have to bring
taken
y'all.
in the
I'm
room.
gonna have to bring y'all a meal next time. That's what I'm gonna do. I really
Yes.
am.
So,
Maybe I'll come like around that pagan holiday and bring y'all some.
So, say it again.
That's
Pagan holiday. It's
Not
uncut.
like that, but
Hey,
because
hey,
whoever
no,
celebrates it, if y'all like.
ain't no backtracking here.
I'm not backtracking. I'm just
Yeah,
letting them know I don't have a problem with whatever people do. That's
She
right.
called it a pagan holiday. Don't let her backtrack. Hey.
It is.
It absolutely
It is. It absolutely is.
As long as we know that.
So if you're doing it for the right reasons and you're just trying to gather with your family because everybody's out of school and everybody's
Yeah.
off work, I mean, what I'm saying,
That's
like,
a good
there's
thing.
nothing wrong with that. Like, that's beautiful. I love giving thanks.
Right.
Right there.
So it's only rightfully to go pick in the right order for this topic. Which
Jump
is
right in. I know that's right.
ladies first.
Oh,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying?
Ladies
So
first.
that's how
Ladies
we go.
first.
That's how we gonna do this.
Okay.
Please,
Ladies
You
first.
know,
I'm
Ladies
gonna
first.
be a whole what you call it coat tag whatever.
Co-signing.
Yeah, cause I'm gonna go ahead.
You gonna be co-signing?
because I want her to spit some of the lines that she said about that.
Ooh.
Since she
Well,
wants.
this off of Super Duper Slick.
Mhm.
And I just was basically saying, I never could submit to a nigga if he out here moving like a bitch. And that's all I said. Cause I would love to be submissive to my man, you know what I mean? But it's just some men don't really give you that security to make you feel as though it's safe to be like not in control. You know what I mean? Because in order to be submissive, you have to give up a certain amount of control and you have to be trusting in that other person to do what needs to be done, and to protect you, like to not let you fall on your ass while you're being submissive to them. Like, you know what I mean? That type of thing. So if it's like that, then that's great. Like, who doesn't want that? I mean, I don't know. Maybe like some people don't want that. Like, I don't know. Because there's a lot of women out here that probably don't. And I do know some because I have a whole friend. I don't even want to say this. Look at me.
This is uncut.
I know. Okay, so I have like, people that I know that just feel like men are not a necessity and they really honestly don't want that aspect. And they want to raise children without men. Like they literally want to do that shit. Like they want to.
We just had that conversation
So,
yesterday.
I don't know why, but I know that it has to be a good reason for these people to feel that way because it's something internalized in them. Like everything that you feel or you believe your beliefs come from your environment. Like she's been shaped into that belief. You know what I mean? Like that shit is embedded in her. Her mother thinks that. Her mother's mother probably thinks that.
That's
shit.
why she thinks that.
Exactly.
Hereditary.
So
It's hereditary.
it's hereditary. It's like a disease. God
mm-hmm,
damn.
yeah, mm-hmm.
But yeah, like sometimes when you say stuff, you like you
Now
hit you. You know?
mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's like a disease. Like it's like that shit is embedded in so many women. Like we've been, oh my God, I should have wrote my book. I let somebody borrow it though. Okay. It's called They Stole It But We Must Return It. I told you about that, Jane. Okay, so I think it's by Dr. Richard Williams. That is his name. Dr. Richard Williams wrote it, and it's basically, it goes down into the deep roots of why women feel like that. Like, it's a reason. Like, it's not just something that just came about this century. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't just all just get some juice and drink it and shit. It was like, oh, we got this juice, this independent juice. You know what I mean? Shit was, it was strategically, systematically planned. Just like the Willie Lynch letters.
To make
it's
y'all
no
feel
different.
like that. To make y'all feel like that.
Not to make you feel like that, to make you behave like that. It's a behavior.
Yes.
It's a learned
But your behavior is based off of feelings.
That's
though.
true. Did you get that? Did I send you that message speaking on the topic?
No, no.
I don't know if everybody can hear this, but I said this, and this is I purposely I go out there.
Save it.
But yeah, like a woman just has to feel comfortable enough to do that. But then even if so, like the women that want to do it, I would say. But then there are some women that don't want to do it, but then there's a reason behind it. But that's why education is so vital. Like that's the only thing that can save us. Like, because if you feel like that,
though? And who's educated?
That's what I'm talking about. Not no public school education. I'm not talking about that shit. I'm talking about us, like how we're sitting here talking and we're educating one another. And I'm giving you my perspective and you're understanding like why these women are thinking like this or whatever. And then you're telling me what you feel and what I need to know. Like, we got to come together. Like, it's nothing else. Education comes from communication.
I would say it goes deeper. There's another level of education that we overlook, and that's the education of nature.
Oh.
So,
but I just what hold
so the education of nature. See, we can come together, but as we're coming together with preordained thoughts that somebody gave
so we gotta
to us.
Unlearn that stuff.
So the best way to unlearn it is to connect with nature, because nature is not going to lie. Nature's not going to lie. Now, we are part of nature because we all started as seeds. We all started as seeds. However, we have overlooked because we've been told that we can control nature, and we attempt to. So us coming together is part of it. But we can't, if we don't get that connection, in my opinion, first, then coming together is not going to be harmonious. We're still going to backbite and fight. Because really,
people
we
have
get
to
too many.
Be on the same accord when they come together.
I got a clip I want to play real quick.
There ain't no overnight scenario though. That's going to take a lot of time and effort. I was serious. Like, look at me saying rhymes and shit over. I can't even stop thinking about the overnight scenario. Like when I say ridiculous.
Don't make jokes about having kinks because your brain doesn't know you're joking, and it actually develops them. I think I joked way too much about hating men, and now I am genuinely, in a sexist way, I hate them. Like, in a way that a white man from Alabama hates black people.
I don't like to consume this type of shit, but okay.
Men, I
don't really need to see that.
No, I'm just talking about the fact that you're saying.
See them and it fills me with rage. I don't know how to stop. It's gone way too far. It consumes me.
It's gone way too far.
Okay, so I don't do isms. That includes sexism, feminism, all that shit. I ain't with it.
Right,
we're
not
my top
capitalism is okay.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
That's alright. Yeah, that could be okay, depending on who's affected.
No, I wanted to say it because you say that you actually have a friend.
Don't try to do that, Ramsey. I'm not gonna talk about that.
Okay, I'll let.
So let's
try to make my friend hate me. She already don't fuck with me. So
that's your friend then.
None of these bitches like me.
But look though.
Uncut.
They think I'm like, ignoring them or something. Like they feel like I'm missing their events and I'm not part of their,
let's not talk about
stuff. So nobody fucks with me, but I know that they love me. They
let's
got
use the
love
symptom though, but let's use the scenario.
Like I said, they gonna really not fuck with me now.
So your friend. So I would say this then. Your friend will blame you because of her inability to let shit go. So one of
She
the
won't
reasons
blame me
why,
for that.
but so he's
She will
really
blame me for
talking
telling
about,
the world about it.
no, but it's systematic. So that's what I'm saying. It's not all about her. That's one thing about
Right.
one of the reasons why females don't submit, because they think the shit is all about them, and it's not. But y'all have been taught, y'all been raised to believe that.
It's all
Pristine little
environment,
girls,
it's
pristine little
hereditary.
girls, women are nurturers. This, that, and the other. Little boys fall down. Oh, they gonna be all right. Get back up.
Not my
Girls
boo-boo.
fall
You got me
down,
fucked
but
up.
for the most part. So you get and you give girls a doll baby at an early age.
That's what people say.
But-
Everybody treats people differently. I don't know.
But the thing is that even though we say it, we have to look at the behavior, because to me, I look at woman, and I don't use the term loosely. So when we say submit, the women identify roles in order for us to grow. You have to accept it. The females that want to be nurtured and over nurtured and fantasize and have a different perspective, because black man and white man should never be compared to what our plight is. So y'all have a, not this
That's
generalizing.
why I want you to read that book.
So my thing is to not harp on your friend. She's just a product of what you talked about,
Exactly.
systematic. So I would like us to stay there. Maybe he shouldn't say your friend,
Right.
but we have to, you know, I'm
Yeah,
trying to,
Thank
but
you.
we
helped
have
me
to,
out.
we still have to address it.
Address
Okay.
the
still have to
situation.
address
Yeah,
the
we can,
situation.
but not like in a
Because-
personal way. Like we directing it
Because,
at her.
but it may get personal.
That's
That's
the point.
That's where healing
It's
comes.
gonna
You
get
want it,
personal.
but you want it. I'm speaking to the women, so I'm not like targeting. I'm speaking. You want it to get personal,
Right.
because
but I'd rather it get
like
personal
without
for
growth,
my own business, not her shit.
See, I believe in business. I like to connect everything to business, and they say business never personal. And each one of us, we start out as a temple. We are our own temple, and we are in business. And successful businesses have to deal with the threats, the opportunities, the weaknesses, and deal with the criticism. If we run away from it because of our feelings, then we will never grow. And so I understand. So when we use the term personal, I like to say business, because I want to build businesses up. And I believe the best business is a woman that's in line and in unison with submission. And the hurt that y'all went through, we also, and I'm gonna say this, and I want y'all to touch on what you think about this. It said, Malcolm X even said, a lot of people say black women are the most disrespected being there is, right? So I'm inclined to accept that. However, what I'm also inclined to say is that black men are the most feared. And when someone is feared, systems are created to eradicate them. And the problem is the black women only stop at the disrespect they're getting, and they're not looking at the fear and the systems created, or why little boys continue to act like little boys, and the black women instill fear, as opposed to stepping up and saying, I got my black man, regardless of he can't get a job or if he can't pay half the bill. So we have a misperception of what a man should be based on the image of a white man. And if we don't meet that, then we're no good. We're no good for that nigga. But yet we still yelling black power. So we have to understand they want to eradicate us. But so go ahead. I'll just throw that out.
I would say that, first of all, I definitely want to touch on the book that I was referencing at first, because if people would really get into and read that book, it would answer every question you just asked. It really would, because it goes into the deep depth of why the black man is feared and how it began. The things that happened to shape that fear, you know what I'm saying? Even the fear himself, you know what I'm saying, of not being able to be with his family because he's being snatched away, you know what I'm saying, and sold away, and you don't have that control of, you know, even keeping your family together. Like, what would that do to a person? I can only imagine. You know, so it's like, it's not just that, it's a lot more to it. There are so many different things that shape people. People don't just come out, you know, the way that they're going to be. Like, they are shaped and groomed, like, by their environment, the people around them, what they see, what they go through, the lessons they learn, all of that. And even if a black man, you know what I'm saying, wasn't able to do whatever he had to do to, you know, make his woman feel submissive, I think that if they had that love and understanding and they were there, none of that would matter. But people don't really understand what love is, so that's where that shit comes in.
Right.
Like that don't really have nothing to do with them wanting to not submit or anything. It's just they don't have the ability to love properly. You know, because if that was the case, their love would be unconditional. It wouldn't be based on the condition of whether you're working here or whether you still doing this or whatever. Like we supposed to be able to get that shit together. You know what I'm saying? Like if you was on top and then hey, you might have fell down, but that's what I'm here for. We a team now. We supposed to get this together. We supposed to find out what's to do. Like I mean, that's what this whole point is of having a partnership, having support, having somebody to help you along the way to make better decisions so that won't happen. But yeah, like you're only as strong as your fucking partner. So maybe women, you know, want a strong partner because they know they're not that strong. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people will go for what they're missing. So if you don't have something or you're lacking finances, then you're always looking for a man with money. You know what I mean? You're not looking for love. You're not looking for that. If you out here really independent and you out here making your own bread, then that shouldn't even matter. You know what I'm saying? That shouldn't even matter, especially if you're picking a man based off of his intellect, his ability, and what he can do. If he has the right characteristics, he gonna be the shit anyway. He can do whatever. I can get you back the way you need to be. I'm not tripping off of that. You're not incapable. You know what I mean? So it really just depends on the mindset of the people, and that's it. Like everybody has a different mindset. It don't even have to be really based on color. Like just because it's a black man doesn't mean that, you know, they not going through the same shit. White men probably go through the same shit with their women. I don't know, because I don't have those issues. Like, I don't know. But I don't want to assume that it's just only strictly for us. You know what I mean? Like, we're not the only people killing each other, and then we ain't the only motherfuckers not loving and submitting to each other either. You know, it goes both ways. So
but we see, I look when I threw the word capitalism out there.
I'm sorry, I don't want to forget this. But one more thing, and when they're pushing out the type of music and images they are to promote this shit and to make you feel like this is what all women are doing, and these women that want to follow.
Don't use that.
I ain't even gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that because a woman wouldn't do that. Like you said, these females that want to follow, you know what I'm saying, a trend, or like, you know, they see something and they feel like that would get them a certain amount of attention or something. I don't know, because I really don't like attention, to be honest. I would do what I need to do so that I could get my music promoted and stuff, but if I didn't do the music, I wouldn't even have a social media. Like, I have to force myself to get on this shit. Like, y'all have no idea. I really don't like to be bothered, for real. But I love people, and I do like connecting with people, so I try to look at it like, you know, it's like my own little community and my gathering of people that I really personally feel like are, you know, going to influence me in a positive way. Because like you always post this too. You always say stuff like the first thing you do in the morning, or the things that you train your mind to do, what you look at, what you view, what you ingest into your brain. You know what I mean? Like that shit matters. So if you're surrounded by a whole bunch of people that are following you and their timeline is full of ass and fucking bum fights and all type of shit, like what do you think you want to think about? When I get on my timeline, you know what I see? A whole bunch of positivity, people doing business, promoting their business, networking, like congratulating one another. Like, I don't see all that negative stuff. So when other people be telling me like, I don't get on social media because that's just you following the wrong people. Every person I'm following, they a business owner or they trying to help my business. You know what I mean? So it's not even like that. But some people need to really just realign their own thinking and really just find out what it is that they want out of life and try to make it so that they can be in a position to get there. Because if you always looking for something from another person to help you to do what you want to do, you're never going to get love. You're never going to get what you're looking for. I mean, you might just luck up and it just might fall in your lap or some shit like that. I don't know, but you have to be on the same accord. Like you want a Barack Obama, but you ain't a Michelle Obama. So I'm just saying, like what are you saying though? You got to be equally yoked at least, or try to be what you want. If that's what you want, then try to get to that level so that you will be able to, you know what I mean, complement the situation.
So do you think it's more about the individual as opposed to collective? Because I'm looking at more as a village, as a nation of people. We need women to stand up, not just in individual relationships,
and stop being followers.
Not just in relationships. So what you're explaining is that some things, it's like when you say strong, like what's the definition of strong? Like it's unity. So it's not waiting on the man to do anything. It's like we're doing this together. We're going to pick up bricks, spread mortar, and keep adding together Or then I ask you this. So what do you think about submitting to ideas of our cultural advancement and growth pre-colonizer? So I say that to say that's all, like, in layman's term, women have so much power collectively, but they try to use it to the extent where it's stopping the growth of nature. So say, for instance, would you have a problem with a man you're with having multiple wives?
Yeah, I wouldn't be with him. I'm sorry.
Okay. So now, would you have a problem?
I just told a nigga no.
Would you have a problem with that, or same guy saying, "Okay, I'm just going to be with you solely, but I want you to have 10 kids"?
No.
You wouldn't have a problem with it?
No.
So you would have 10 kids?
Yeah, if you're gonna take care of motherfuckers.
But we no, it's not about. But what's your definition?
If you're not gonna leave me and we're gonna be together,
so
I wouldn't be able to keep doing it, and that'll be the way
you
it's
might.
looked
Some
at.
people had 20.
It's not that serious. Like, oh my gosh,
No, the reason
my
I'm
grandmother had like 12 kids.
The reason I'm asking because
when I was growing up, the women that were older than me, they had 13 and 8 and 12 kids and stuff like that. That's like not abnormal.
When you're building a village, right, you are not looking at it on a personal level. Most females look at it as a personal level, that, oh, I can't be with this man. Something might happen where if you're all putting into a pot and a collective and you're building chiefs, you're replenishing your generation. And so what happens is, it's not that you're doing incest or anything. So you're not doing that. You're basically saying, okay, cool. You might have the mental stability to say, look, I can only deal with these kids for X amount of days out of the week, but I need to be able to do something else. I need to do my career. I need to be able to travel my career. Now you got another queen at home that's taking care of the kids, love, and then it's all relegated to a physical act that, oh, nah, I can't have this man sleeping with it. Now you might say it's okay if you want to have kids, but a lot of it, like, no, I'm not having no more kids. It's expensive to have kids. And what our generation is doing is they're putting the music out there for us to kill ourselves. They're creating a dynamic for females to hate men, right? So it's population control. But this vote thing coming up, motherfuckers better watch out.
Even further.
Kamala Harris, they say that Biden wants to empower Black America. He wants to tell people about their empowerment. Think of this. What was the state of Black America for Black man when Kamala Harris was the Attorney General? A lot of us got heavily incarcerated, right? Now, supposedly he's supposed to legalizing weed again. So if you legalize weed,
what happens? Who supposed to be legalizing weed?
Making it illegal.
Who?
They say Biden is supposedly talking about that. Okay. But saying it to say is Kamala Harris. It's legal anyway. When you say when you say make America Black America, I think Black America is what they want Black women to represent. They don't want Black men to be part of Black America. So the submission is identifying that these things are happening, that I'm not going to, look, even if it's just like we can't work together, but I'm not going to take you to court for child support. Because if I take you to court for child support, you ain't gonna be able to drive. You might go to jail. You going to jail. So these things about submitting to.
I don't do that. Like I should. So no. But nah, I don't do that. I wouldn't do that just because of what you said. Like it's gonna make you even more incapable. Like, what the fuck you gonna do then?
Yeah,
like,
right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that's not gonna help me.
Yeah.
So and I don't like other people involved in my family matters. Like, why would I want the government to tell me and my kids and my, like, that's crazy to me. I just don't like that shit. Yeah. But no, what I wanted to say was, damn, I think I forgot.
My apologies. Lead-induced dementia. Come on, Kenneth and Ramsey.
No. I know I was going to say it, but I just don't want to forget even more. It was it was along the lines of what you were saying, though.
About this, so I was basically saying, hopefully you can jog your memory. Right. That we submission on different levels, understanding that the systems that are put in place. So step away from them and then build. And if a guy, this we talk about.
I got it. Thank you. Okay. Right. So the women, it was about the whole election thing too.
Yes.
As far as them trying to sway us with like different little incentives and shit.
Yes.
That shit. Anyway.
Right.
Don't believe the hype.
Right.
No, but I just want to say this very important public service announcement. Even though I know y'all all like, fighting each other about who you want to vote for and shit, like, I'm not in that shit, first of all, because I don't give a fuck about neither one of them dumbass candidates. But what I will say is, it's extremely important to vote for your local officials.
Boom, boom,
you hear
boom,
that?
boom,
bang.
That's why I'm just like, who gives a fuck about these presidents? Like, they don't do shit anyway. They're not even the power. The Congress is what's going to fucking count. So you need to look up the congressmen, find out all the people in your state, who your officials are, the people you probably see these motherfuckers in the grocery store and shit. Because I know I see mine. Like, I know who my fucking Capitol Heights and all that shit.
Yeah.
Like, my kids went to the Capitol Heights leadership camp, so they met all of the officials in Capitol Heights, Maryland.
Cool.
So, like, basically, these are the people that you really need to know and understand and vote for, because they're the ones. And you can hold them accountable, because guess what? They're around the damn corner. They're in your neighborhood. And they trying to distract us with all this Kamala Harris and fucking Joe Biden and Trump shit. Don't nobody give a fuck about none of them. I know I don't.
If you paid attention to
that's used for division. That's for all of us to divide and fight over some stupid shit while we supposed to be getting ready to vote. Did you register to vote? Do you even have your fucking voting ballot? Because I got my shit. I had to call and mail it in. They won't even give you a ballot in Maryland unless you actually request it. So I had to request my ballot. So if you don't even know that, like, that's the shit that you need to be thinking about. Why they got us out here looking at different, arguments on who's better. Neither one of these shitty assholes are better. Like, it's like choosing between the greater, evil. Like, what do you mean? It's nothing to choose. Like, don't worry about them. Worry about the people that's working under them that's going to tell them exactly what the fuck they have to do. Worry about those people, because those are the ones that's going to make sure the bills get passed or not. If they don't pass it, it don't matter any fucking way.
And so check this out.
His executive orders ain't gonna really mean shit.
And so check this out. If you paid attention, right, even
Hold on.
I should have came in sober.
Hold on.
Why? That's why you his number one fan.
Go ahead.
Look,
That's why he's your number one fan. Because
I was about to respond to that.
So I want to say this. Because if you paid attention to the president, right?
Okay.
When the Corona aid package was made, put into legislation and all these
Shout out to
things.
COVID-19.
Right.
Okay, that's fucked up. You funny.
You can see
20 and 21.
She'll know we've been talking about that the whole time. Yes. Thank you,
But
COVID.
if you paid attention though,
if all these retards, what you gonna do now?
You see how they said it's going to be left up to the states to decide how certain things was going
And
to.
that's why it's important to vote for your state officials.
Pay attention to, like, Angela also Brooks had the power to determine if the county was going to go into phase 1 or go into phase 2, or that the powers that be would be into effect.
Right.
And actually understanding that, I understand y'all said we going against the grain, but these are just multiple layers of
Always.
Uncut live.
It's always
Uncut live.
1,000.
Okay? Listen, so this is
It's
what
not a
we
game.
do. We had a basis and the premises for our beginning. Back to what I was just saying, though.
Yeah, I know.
Uncut live.
That's why
I'm
he's
running this.
That's it.
I'm running this. Hold up.
That's the ball. That is the boss. He playing, boss. He playing. I'm saying.
But the deal is, and I keep saying this to understand trickle politics.
Okay. Trickle down.
Trickle down politics to
Right.
understand
Just came out of the blue.
that the powers that be,
Service with a smile. The powers that be.
the powers that be,
Uh-huh.
that we have to understand, like what you were saying, understand who's really in charge.
Yeah.
Get engaged. I believe that we have a lot of, unfortunately, educated fools, because we're looking at the president.
They're trained fools.
Right.
Don't
We're
use
looking.
it to-
we're
Can I say a Lady C line real quick?
Please.
say it. Drop
Yeah.
one.
Got a
We got
little
you.
knowledge from the college, needed much more. I'm gonna give the people what they needed till they want more. Babies know I'm hunting for nothing that they wanting for. Chilling, but I'm still lit. Hood, but I'm still rich. Wonder how I deal like I'm really made of steel shit. Anyway, I'm just saying though.
I listened to that this
You
morning.
made me think of that. You did.
Mm.
Oh, Ramsey,
Make
you
me
made me
wanna
think you the
freestyle.
number one fan out here now.
That's it.
Oh.
Nah, not
Oh,
even.
no,
Not
Can
even.
I say no?
Bye.
So.
Oh my God, not Toodaloo.
Yeah, he gave me that.
He said Toodaloo. Bye. Not
One
Toodaloo.
and one A.
So I want to just talk about your music, right? You're a different artist. You're not like some of these other trash.
Ooh.
Sorry.
For lack of better words.
You one person's trash is another
Another
person's
person's
treasure.
treasure, honey.
So,
Oh. I know that's
so
that song.
go ahead.
Right over source money.
What
He's not-
like as far as your artistry to all of those who follow Uncut Line Productions, the young women, the young men, what is something that you have that would really encourage? Because like I don't see you out here just like MF this, F that, you know, shake your tail, you know, the social engineering of the denigration that continues.
I was just thinking about one of these songs earlier, which is so weird. It had to come into my mind for a reason. So this morning I had, you know, just kept replaying it in my head. I could just see it. I could see things in my mind. So
That's the third eye.
Okay. Well, I've had that for a while now.
We
But
always
yeah,
start
I
on
can,
with it. Also referred to as imagination.
I seen my niece, she was on the mic saying, "This is a public service announcement. This is a public service announcement." You know, like that was the intro to the Never Sarah Bartman Me song. And I did that song with my daughter and my two twin nieces. They're on the hook. So they're like, you can never, ever Sarah Bartman me. You know, all cute and stuff. They little, you know, baby voices, like back when their voices were real cute.
Yeah.
I try to get it while they was like,
Right.
oh, so they gonna always remember that. But that song though, I say a lot of stuff that I want the youth to know. Like, of course, they were on it, so you know I'm talking to them. You know,
Right.
but yeah, like, oh my goodness, like that song. You listen to that song, I drop a lot of gems for the community, for the, you know, the babies especially, just to let them know that they don't have to sell out. Like, you know, it's cool to be smart. It's not cool to be, you know, out here doing whatever for attention and trying to just like sell yourself short. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times people that try to sell you an idea and make you feel like you're not the prize. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna offer you something when really they're just trying to get your jewels. You know what I mean? Because you are the jewel. And my man Black Indian, my mentor, he told me that. He just posted a video earlier, matter of fact, saying the same thing. It was just a snippet of it though, but that's the first video I had seen of him. That's when I asked him to be my mentor off the break. I was like, damn. He was like, you already got it. Basically, like, you got it. You already got it. They just trying to make you think that you ain't got it so you can give it to them, basically. You know what I mean? To help them get the shit.
Yeah.
But you got it. That's all you got to know. You got to know you got it, though. That's when the fuck can get real. When you realize yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because anybody can tell you that you're great, but if you don't believe it, it's like, man, it really ain't. It's just not effective.
So tapping into the
Definitely
genius
tapping in for real.
and realizing what your purpose and talent.
Yeah.
So we were supposed to have a show later on, but while I have you here on the set, what do you think are some y'all? I'm getting a lot of feedback from behind the scenes telling me what to talk, and so this is
the boss is really running it.
The
boss man is running it. He done skipped 1,000. Where you going? Come on.
100 on 1,000.
So this, yeah, I gotta get it because you know I see you doing great things.
Okay.
A lot of stuff is popping off for you. You know, you got shows that's coming up, so
Yes.
I gotta get you while I can while you here on set.
Oh.
So, what has been your biggest drive in if you have had any setbacks as far as your artistry, what have you overcome to launch you to push forward despite whatever setbacks have come? You know, because we have setbacks that
Okay, so I mean, I definitely had some setbacks, and not really in the business perspective. I would say more so personally, in my personal setting, in my personal life. But I try not to really like put that on Front Street because, you know, it would just give people a reason to doubt my capabilities. So
Right.
I definitely have overcome many obstacles that people don't know about.
Okay.
And I just keep it moving. Like I put a lot of my pain and like, you know, stress off of me by putting it into my music.
Okay.
So it's like once I kind of write a song about it, like I really have dealt with it. Like that shit is over to me. So like I'll write about it and then I'll get the fuck over it.
Right.
But it's like once I write it, it's like it's out there. It's in the
let it
universe.
go.
You know what I
get
mean?
it out.
Like
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about just writing it and actually like singing it in the studio and letting it go.
And that's part
It's
of
gone.
And that's part of it. And I'm segueing and try to do everything. That's part of submission. You're submitting to yourself.
Oh wow!
So you allow yourself to release.
heal.
They don't understand what submit. They
Right, it's
they
not
don't
just to
understand.
another person,
They don't
it's
understand
also
what submission
something
about.
that you have to do with
if-
your own.
within yourself. So once
Wow.
you submit within yourself,
That's
and that's the great thing. So you found something within you. That's why we talk about the education and
Right.
training. Education comes from within,
Yeah.
right? So that's, I guess the biggest thing is if we can use that same model, like
Right.
you are there, right? Because the hardest thing is to submit to self, like truly who you're supposed to be,
Wow.
not who everybody tells you you're supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
If you like doing some quirky shit, submit to that shit.
Pretty much.
Submit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I had to learn
And then
that.
walk with your head up and still live, and then motherfuckers either gonna hate you
They gonna love me
or
or hate
they
me.
gonna come around you, and more times than not, they're gonna come around you if you're genuine.
Yeah.
That's the submission. That's the key to the submission. So the fact that she's able to do that for her setbacks means she can move forward.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Your setback should be with a step forward. After that, the next thing should be a step forward.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
She
saying?
knows.
If you
now
submit, if you submit.
Plug it one more time.
He knows, she knows, now what? Dog, we see you over here, girl. That's in the bud. Well, like, you know how to get that in her.
So with that being said, how about you just drop something.
Oh wow!
Drop something?
Drop
Look at
something.
this.
I
Where
think
your
you want to
agent
get
at?
the Dust in the Bud Well like theme song or something?
Yeah. Drop that.
Oh, he is your number one
I
fan. He
mean,
said
you want to
yeah.
play the beat or anything? Can I
No,
get a
acapella.
Come
Come
Alright,
on, man.
so-
You're an artist, man.
Look,
Make
we
me
destined
freestyle.
above, well, light. And it's all love, so I had to bless the mic. As Lady C is kind of like I got the light, and with your help is shining bright. Just know yourself before you know somebody else. Sure, you're right. He knows, she knows. Now what? Let's grow, move forward, let it go, grow through it, prove and show. Doll does it. Now you know. Miss Perspective is the show with objectives that be fresher than your average fro. Okay? Because we building one another up. You know, we never break another down.
That's it.
Yeah. Woo!
Yeah, I love doing that theme song. That was like, I like that.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Yeah, I like to do like things that like me express my versatility too.
Yeah.
Because people don't even know, like I can do all type of music. Like
Mm.
somebody said, like, I like your versatility on that reggae verse yesterday. Like I have like 10 reggae songs, Slim. Like you don't even know. Like that's what I started doing. You know, like I didn't even start doing hip hop. Like I was doing that at
It
first.
sound like that Lady C sound like a reggae.
It is a reggae name whole time because my name was just C. It's funny you said that. They added the lady because they was like, you know, we put lady in front of female names, you know what I mean? Like, because I was like, is this C? They was like, nah, it's Lady C. So, you know, like, whenever I did, like, reggae song, they would just put the lady on there, even though I didn't even use lady at first. Like, I just started using it because there was so many songs published with that name. So.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, that was just from me doing reggae collaborations. I started doing hip
Real
hop.
live celebrity up
in
in this
2016.
Is this room on the bandwagon? You know what I mean?
I mean, I am internationally placed.
Oh,
Shout out to Ron Mouchette.
Any
Metal
shout outs?
FM?
Any shout outs you want to give?
I do. I gotta shout out a lot of people. people. Oh my goodness. I don't know. Like everybody. I just did a shoot with Stoner Vision yesterday. Shout out to Teddy Fats, for my first video. Letter to my future husband. Shout out to me. I'm doing a show on Sunday. So buy your tickets. You know what I mean? They only $12. I'm just saying. I know you probably spend more than that on anything.
2 Heinekens on lap dance.
See? Now look at that. Now look at that. They can buy lap dance for $12. Okay, so yes, that's very cheap. And $12 will get you 2 Heinekens and a lap dance or the Lady C show. That's kind of hard to compete with. Okay, you know what? Y'all ain't gonna be able to get no lap dance for $12. That should be some shit anyway. So you might as well come to my show instead.
There you go.
You know?
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
So tell the folks
Wear
how
your
they can,
mask so they let you in.
tell the folks how they can plug in with your concert, how they can follow you.
Well, if you go on my Instagram, I put like pretty much my whole entire life on there, except for now, like most of it's on YouTube now. So basically, somebody try to rat me out. I put mostly my whole life on Instagram. There, you happy? Jeez. I'm gonna maybe start an OnlyFans page though. I'm thinking about it. Just so y'all can get like the shit that I don't share. It ain't gonna be no freaky shit on there. So don't come on there thinking you about to get some strip teases and shit. That shit is not gonna happen. But what I will let you in on is just like like stuff that I don't really let people see. Like you might see me in my green mask. You know what I'm saying?
OnlyFans. You can't miss that.
Only my fans.
$2.99.
You might get to see the people I chill with. You know what I'm saying?
$24.99.
Because I chill with some important folks. But
That's some
I
good
don't
green
put them
mask
on
right there.
blast because they don't want to be on blast. So, you might get to see some of my peoples or something. You might get to see, how I really act when I'm not on camera. But I'm not taping for
behind the
you,
scenes.
basically. But yeah, I might show y'all some of my outings because I definitely don't put everything on Instagram.
Yeah.
It might look like I'm putting everything on there, but listen to this. I tape my whole life, okay? I got my whole entire life on camera.
The Chronicles of Lady C.
I really do. Like, if I wanted to, I could put together a whole documentary because I have everything.
It's coming.
I've never missed anything.
It's coming on.
I just don't share it because it's a lot of stuff is personal. Like, I got like my kids most
Everything
of the
ain't for
time.
everybody.
I used to never post videos if it had my children in it.
Right.
Because I just think people are weird. But
Yeah.
then I started thinking about it. I'm like, well, I want people to know that I have kids. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want them to think that, you can't do something like this if you have children. So I want to put it out there a little bit just so people can be encouraged if they do, like, have children or something. They feel like they can't reach their goals. Because I never felt like that. Like, I'm not that mom that's like, oh, I'm just going to sit here and raise my kids all this time. And when they're done and they're old, I don't know what I'm going to do with my life because I've just been sitting here being a mom.
Right.
No, I'm a mom, but I'm like also me. Like I have my stuff to do, and my kids like that shit. Like they want me to have other stuff.
Yeah, because you want them to do the same.
Right? And we work together. Share.
Yeah.
So yes, it's definitely on one accord.
That's what's up.
Yes.
So check out Lady C.
Oh, check me out.
On IG.
LadyClyric.com. That's my website. But if you go to my IG, the link to my website is on my IG page. That's why I said everything is really on my IG. Like if you hit the link there, it'll take you to LadyClyric.com. And if you go to my website, then you really gonna be linked up because I got everything on there, okay? Music links, old CDs, free mixtapes, apparel, merch. You want to book me for a show, you know what I'm saying? You want a free consultation to see if I can do a jingle for you or something. That's right, I do free consultations. But then you got to pay after that. So, but yes, if you guys want to do like some, collaborations or anything like that, just hit me up. I'm pretty available in my DM as far as it's business, but if it's like some personal shit and you just geeking, I'm probably going to ignore you, so look for that. And,
Shout-outs coming.
basically, I'm definitely thinking about doing that OnlyFans page, though. I might just do that to let some secrets out that I've been holding in. But like I said, I'm very secretive, so I probably won't.
Secret.
I might
on
not.
Uncut Live with Karen Pop.
Probably not.
Y'all
got enough. Y'all
got
got enough. Y'all done already got the sober seat. Y'all got me in here. I can all roll and uncut over.
Never say never.
Never say never now. I wouldn't say that, but yeah, not today.
Okay.
All right, so turning it over back to Ramsey, closing up as we're closing up.
Well, it was exciting.
IG, people can follow.
All I'm gonna say is, Lady C, ladies and gentlemen,
1028.
ladies and C,
Scorpio.
Ladies and C.
Yeah, I'm just, hey,
Scorpio.
I'm just gonna sit back and, like I said, today the host decided to be a consumer.
Don't do that.
Yeah, big shout out.
Consumption.
This my homie, so you know
Consumption.
it's about that.
Right.
But
I-
gotta give shout out to our
Yeah, so we got our production man behind the scenes, Don Monks.
Woo!
Yay.
Shout out to Mr. Mox.
And who else? I feel like am I missing anybody?
we here.
Listen, am I
Yeah,
missing
we-
anybody?
yeah.
I mean, if you can't see everybody,
Thank you.
Oh, the Stubbs Show continue to
Yes, shout out to
follow
Stubbs.
us.
I missed her today. She was supposed to be here with me.
That's
It's
alright.
okay,
She gonna be back in the building.
With-
Then I gotta come back because I gotta come see Stubbs.
That's the setup in case y'all ain't picked up on. That's the whole setup. Yeah, I'm snitching.
Oh.
It was going well, okay? Well,
And,
it's too late now. You gotta come. I'm sorry.
Yeah, absolutely.
The boss that sit behind the scenes and in the front lines.
That's what's up. Yours truly, Handle the Boss, man. Don't forget the shop powered by the listeners relaunching. The shop PBTL. I got weed induced dementia.
Damn.
However, that's the website. We got some great things coming. Also, don't forget Health is Wealth, Ivy City Market, 1900 Capitol Avenue. Get your good teas, your CMOS gels, and some good love. We building up people in the community. Don't forget to tune in, man. He coming like Machine Gun Kenneth.
Ooh.
Kenneth Clark, Uncut
Like
Live,
that.
coming at you with the great shows, man. Brother doing a whole lot also, man. Shout out to Lady C. Pleasure being in the presence
It was
of a
pleasure being
submissive
here.
queen, lover to life, man. We getting it in. And also my man Ramsey, as he say, the spirit has been connected. And don't forget, man, we coming one way or the other. You will not be able to get away from when we let this light shine on you. Thank you so much for allowing me to come in the building. I'm about to fly like a bird right now.
Oh my God.
She got me feeling real good.
Talking like the Mac in this
freestyling. You know what I mean?
motherfucker.
But I'm gonna pass it back over to my man Kenneth Clark, man. Excellent job. I gotta tell you, man, I love that shirt. I gotta say it on
I
air.
like that.
I gotta give you your
That's
flowers
nice.
while you still here.
Say that one more time. What we always
I gotta
say?
give you your-
I'm on the knee.
I
No,
gotta give
we
you
always
I
sell
gotta
it.
give you your flowers while you still here, man.
That's
yes,
right.
sir. I love that shirt, man. Yes, indeed.
And yes, I am thinking about AZ song in the head.
Yes.
Don't be bringing me no flowers when
I'm
I'm
gone.
gone. You know that
That's
too? You got Asiatic, I Just Want to Be Here. That's my song. I love that song.
Alright, y'all.
I'm
Y'all
sorry,
just
I'm
got
so
plugged
low.
in with
Oh my God.
Uncut Live.
Yeah.
Follow me on IG, Change Agent Now Forever.
That's right.
Social media page, Facebook, Kenneth
Yes.
Clark. Follow me, the iCampus Breath Life Comes You Are Ministry group. As I always say, you've been plugged in with your boy, Uncut Live with Kenneth Clark. Be blessed, less stress. Peace.
That's right. 100 on 1,000.
Keep it 100 to 1,000.
I'm the greatest and they hate it. Should be happy that I made it. Any drama, I negate it. It don't faze me cause I'm faded. It's not a race, it won't go to the fastest. It's a